So we'll go ahead and get part number 6 installed, which is the exhaust pipe. Let me see if I can open that up for us so we can take a look at it. Should be in the... And that is exhaust pipe. This is what it looks like completed. Just going to close that out. And we'll take a look at, I should have a drawing of it here somewhere. Draft files. Maybe not. Guess I haven't put that one in there, but I'll give you the dimensions as we go along. I've posted the actual drawing up on the website for Blackboard. So we'll come back in here. I've opened up a template file. We'll do a file, save as, and we'll put this in as part number 6. Match everything else, all caps. And we'll switch over to our template file for our model. And I'm going to do a file, save as, and we'll call this one part 6. We'll go take a look at the properties. The material on this is going to be brass. So, yellow brass. And we'll look at our properties for the file. Exhaust pipe. The name, this stuff, everything else looks good. This is project number 6, steam engine. We say okay, and we'll just do a file save at the end. So we're going to start by putting a polygon on here. It has a hex head on it, so it's a 5 half-inch to the flats on it. So we're going to just take our polygon tool by center. It does have 6 sides. You can see here where it says polygon by center, and we're going to the flats. It shows that little red dot on here. So we're going to work on our ZX plane. We'll lock that in, and I'll just key in here, and we're going to go up here vertically, the radius of that, which is 0.25. Oops, I gotta actually click the... .25. There we go. And what we want to do is that is going to be extruded 1/4 inch. Take our extrude tool. I can just extrude this in 1 dimension, that's fine. 0.25. It's going to show up as brass. Now what I want to do is simply put a circle in the center, which is going to represent the tube. And that tube has an outside diameter of 0.3740. So we'll go with our circle by center, find the center point, we'll pull it up, diameter 0.3740. Now what we're going to do is extrude that in this direction 1/4 inch. So you'll notice I put my mouse on here, everything selects. I just want to hit my right mouse button when I see the little mouse, and we want to go to this region, hit enter. We're going to pull that out 0.25. I don't know if this will let me find the center point. Let me just see if I can. make this really easy. It's going to do another circle, and we'll do it on this plane. I can find the center point. Center by circle. Right there. All the way to the end. And what we're going to do is extrude this one right over the top of the other one, just because it was easier than trying to find it. And I want to make sure I hit the add only sign. And the overall length on this is going to be 1 inch. So if I had to do that again, I'd probably have just done an offset plane of 0.25 and strung the whole thing together, but this works just as well. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut a hole through this that is 0.2656 in diameter. So now we can select this plane, and we'll just go to the end, go down and find the center. The diameter 0.2656, and we'll extrude that. In other words, again, I have to wait and hit my right mouse button because I just want that region. And we'll just pull that through, and that gives us our hole through the piece. So I'm going to take out that little sketch. So there's our pipe. Now, what's left to be done here is we need to put some chamfers on both ends. The chamfer, they're all 45s. The outside chamfer is a 0.015 by 45. So we're going to go up here to our chamfer tool with equal setbacks. We're going to select the outside edge. We type in 0.15, hit enter. Whoa. Oh, sorry. Mistake. Let's try. Try that again. 0.015. Much better. Do the same thing on this one. So now you can see we have that little bevel on the edge. Now the inside bevel is a little bit bigger. It actually is a 0.030. So we're going to select that chamfer equal setbacks again. Select this inner piece, and this is 0.030. And we'll do the other end same way. So we get this little ream on the end. This is the exhaust pipe that's going to set in. So now this is done. I'm going to do a file, save, and we'll go to our parts window. We're going to do our view wizard, grab our part number 6, open, next, and what I want is, try my front view, I think. Not 10 to 1. Let's try 4 to 1. So what we see is the end view. So now if I take a principal view off this, this would be what I'd see. But what I want is a section view on that. So I'm actually going to take this and get rid of it. Yes, I'll get rid of that. We'll do a cutting plane. The cutting plane, I'm going to start. There we go. I had to select it first. And we'll start in our center point. I'm going to pull this plane up. And I'm going to find that point again, right on that end point, and we'll pull it down. Then we say close cutting plane. We're going to pull it in this direction, and then we're going to grab the section and we'll pull that over. It's a nice straight piece, so now we've got a nice cut through. The hatching is for brass, and that's pretty much it. Now what we need to do is make a few minor selections here. I'm going to select this, and I want to change my font down to 0.125. Same on this. I just think it looks a little too big for the sheet of paper. Gonna move some things around. And now what we'll do is start dimensioning. I want to look down before I do that just to my title block, see how everything looks. This is doesn't fit very well, so I'm going to take this and move it down, and we'll change the scale of that to 0.7 so it fits in there. We know we did a 4:1. Now I'm going to take that out for a second, and what I want to do is create a scale factor. I should go back and do this, but just to show you how we put the scale on, we want to do this from the active drawing, and the sheet scale I can just select right there, hit OK. Let's see if this works. We'll say OK, 4:1. So we'll actually do that on our so it automatically will pick up the scale on whatever you bring in, as long as it's just one part. So now what we're going to do is we'll dimension this. Start on this side. I need a dimension from this side to this side at 0.500, and I need a suffix on the end of it that's just going to say hex, as in hex head. We'll say OK. So from here to here, and we'll just pull this over. We're going to put our radiuses on here, and we want a limit. The upper limit on this is going to be 0.0024. And we'll see if this, we want to see 4 decimal places. Let's see if this works. It's the outside edge. We don't want that on there, so it's going to be a high of 0.3764, a low of 3740 on our tolerance. Now the inner tolerance, we don't have one. It's just 0.2656. So I'll just go to this inner piece. Oh, it keeps coming on. 0.2656. Let's see if I can move this over just a bit. Good. A little too much. Sure, I got plenty of room. So it's always a good idea to try to keep things nice and neat. So I'm going to start on this front edge to this point, 0.250. Click this edge, 0.250. You notice I'm just going right through, so it actually dimensions on the fly. Finally, we've got the 2 chamfers we're going to put on here, and this is our dimension chamfer. Interesting, I screwed up, but that's okay. We'll fix it. So I'm going to click there it is. Hit the wrong tool anyway. Call out perpendicular. So I'm going to go from this point to this point. It's going to give me a chamfer of 0.015 by 45. Up here on the top, we're going to have a suffix. And that suffix, we'll clear it first. Suffix is going to be 2x, 2 times. We'll say OK. So from this point to this point, we've got 2 times. Now, where I screwed up was this side, this end doesn't have a chamfer on it. It's actually square on the edge. So I need to go fix that. So we'll go back to let's do a file save before I screw anything more up. Go to switch windows, come back here, and I need to take this chamfer off. If I just select that and I hit my delete key, it'll disappear. So it's gone. And now I can come back to my part. You notice I got these gray boxes around here. I just say update view, and that end will straighten up just like it was meant to. 0.024 pounds, as we're working in inches. So that actually takes care of part number 6, just as easy as that. And we'll be working on part number 7 next.